We all know when we come across someone who is real and authentic. Real knows real, and equally, real knows fake. And if you've ever been in a circumstance, especially with a salesperson, where you know that they are just delivering their lines and that it's important that they make the sale, even if maybe consciously you're not aware of it, your gut is telling you that there's something dreadfully wrong with this situation. Maybe your feet are already pointing at a 90-degree angle out stage left or stage right, sort of thing. So let's get on to the important thing, which is what to do. Okay. Number one is notice it. Notice it when it's going on. If you're lucky, you really do notice it whilst you are in flow, whilst you're in process. So there is a certain point halfway through delivering your lines where you suddenly realize that you've kind of lost the immediacy of the conversation. You've lost that interaction. The communication has gone, and instead it's become a one-sided delivery. Yeah. So if you're lucky, you notice that whilst you're doing it. If you're unlucky, maybe you only realize it afterwards. There's a sort of a gasp of horror. It's like, oh God, what did I do? Sort of thing. If you get it whilst you're there, the thing which is important to do is just pause. Find a way to break that trance. You want a moment to collect your thoughts, to be able to respond rather than to react on autopilot. Yeah. So that requires a moment of reflection. You have to become aware of it. You have to take in a breath, and then you have to come up with something different. Okay. Now, it can be a little bit scary, but one way that I've noticed that is absolutely wondrous, that is not my idea. This I read in a book called Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg, which is to kind of, when you will notice this, to express yourself through an observation and as a wish for something better. So I observe that I've just been blathering on for the last 5 minutes, and maybe I'm doing this because of XYZ. What I've noticed is that we've lost that kind of relationship, and would it be okay to reestablish, to recalibrate, and to notice what it is which is alive in the two of us while we're having the conversation? Something to that extent. Now, that's a very flowery language that comes from Marshall Rosenberg, but you can express a certain element of your own vulnerability, and it will instantly raise your credibility, because you're saying, okay, I've just become aware that, and that's not working for either of us. So can we please start again? Sort of thing. Yeah, you can get back on track. You can break that trance.